What is going on, everybody? Diamond Talk is back here with another episode, and I don't know if I'm really excited for it today, but today we got George back finally. After last week, he decided to, ditch me.
Go to a Rockies game.
With Dylan last week. That was great. That was great with Dylan. No,
a lot of shit talking, dude. They're like, yo, you guys are saying hop on. I hop on. It's just like off the bat, all me.
All you're doing.
I'm at the baseball game. I'm like, oh my god.
No, that was still a good show. But back here this week. Last week we had a little bit more hope. As me and Dylan were saying, we needed to sweep the Pirates or at least win 3. And then have a really good series against the Braves and bring it all up to that. And I guess it really just didn't happen the way we wanted it to. Going to deep dive into everything more. But this is kind of more of a season overview kind of show, going over all of the ups and downs of the season, our thoughts, what we can do better for next year. We're at that level now. I know we still have the Braves. I think we have to be. I think we have to be. Maybe I'm wrong. I know you might be a little bit more delusional here, but Dylan.
It definitely is. It definitely is. I wouldn't say because of the people. I would say just because of the feel. The feel.
Yeah. But we have so much to go over, and we're just gonna get straight into it. Tom over here says if the Phillies lose tonight, their season's over. Praying we can somehow win out and win the division. I'm not losing faith. Never given up on the Phillies before, and I'm not about to start now.
You got more faith than me.
You have more faith than a lot of us. Usually I'm kind of on the same level as you there, but man, I'm going through so much heartbreak, and the amount of times that I've said I'm ready to get my heart shattered again. I've said it a million times now, and it's just hitting that point where I'm done with. So much has to happen. It's not even up in our hands anymore. It's with us, and everything else has to happen. Just like Dylan says right here, time to pack it up. I would agree. I think it is time to pack it up, man. But hey, man, I mean, this season had a lot of ups and downs.
A lot of downs,
to say the least. Hey, we're probably going to be over 5. What's our record right now? I think we're going to hit over 500.
All right, so we'll probably.
So it's a tad more ups.
Yeah,
more than prior years.
Yeah, okay, we could say that. I hate being mediocre, but it's fine. We can just enjoy it, I guess. 81 and 81 again, baby.
So I actually saw a Twitter post, and that said the last time the Phillies were in the playoffs, what did he say? He was a junior in high school, and it was like he wasn't an old guy, just a little bit older guy, and I was like, oh, like what grade was I in? I went back and thought about it. I was in 4th grade the last time the Phillies were in the playoffs, 2011. I was 9 years old is the last time the Phillies were in the playoffs.
Dude, and I think, all right, so, like, I know, like, we're kind of just, like, reminiscing, but I think the worst part about it is, like, during that time, like, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, we were young, and I was like, we're just going to be good. Like, we're going to be good forever. Like, this doesn't end. Like, they're really good. This Chase Utley, Jimmy Rollins, like, this is sick.
Didn't end up that way.
Didn't know that when I grew up and actually cared more and knew more about baseball and the Phillies. Mm-hmm. It would just be tragic.
Dumpster fire.
To root for.
It's been a dumpster fire.
Being a Phillies fan is so rough.
It is. Being a Philly fan in general, in any sport, it's rough, man. But hey, that's what it's like being a Philadelphia fan. Hopefully we can get past that one day, but we just decided to keep on breaking our hearts. And that's all right. That's all right, because it's going to keep on happening. And what do you know? You know what's probably going to happen? We're going to win the next 3. We're going to win the next 3 games. Braves are going to lose the next 3. And we're going to have to win the last game. Braves are going to have to lose. And we're going to actually, we'll probably win it, and the Braves will win too. It's going to come down to something like that.
How about we just lose the night and it's over? Because
that's fine. That's all
probably
right.
what it's looking like. I mean,
I'll end it with a sweep. Kyle Gibson's on the mound. He's going to go through the lineup once or twice and be all right, and then get blown up the 3rd time. It's just every time it happens to Kyle Gibson.
Literally every single time. And, like, I don't know. It just sucks because you drop one to Baltimore, and the one that you dropped to Baltimore, Rangers on the mound. You drop one to Pittsburgh, which obviously the bullpen game, it was rough. It sucks to have them. You needed it.
I was there. It was rough.
Dude.
Oh, man.
You were there?
Bad. Yeah, I was there the last home game of the season. They were giving everything away, and I couldn't get anything. Couldn't get my hands on anything. No, it's not fair. I'm going off topic a little bit. But at that game, they were giving everything away. Like Elton John tickets to next year. season ticket packages.
Yeah.
I feel like well over half of them were going to the Diamond Club. Like they can afford it. Them Diamond Club people, I'm sorry, I was in the 400s in that game. I'm like, give something to us, man. Like
that's the worst.
Yeah, it was the worst. But no, that was a really bad game too. That's the one that I'm mostly upset about. Dylan said last week, he said we need to get a sweep, or I lost all faith. And Dylan saw that one loss, and I think he was a little bit more out on it. I think that happened to a lot of fans. There's no reason we should have lost that game. Even not losing, we got shut out by a guy that I don't even remember his name. He came out after 5 innings, shut us out like it was nothing. He had like a 5 or 6 ERA before that game.
And
should
like
not be happening.
It's not going to work. And then like the Wheeler start against Atlanta, like Wheeler looks freaking awesome as always, and the bats just can't come alive. It's just nothing ever connected like it should. They weren't on pace at the same time, hitting and pitching. It sucked. And I was on a plane home from Colorado, and I somehow had a TV in front of me, and I somehow had FS1. So I was watching the game. The dude next to me, I seemed crazy. I'm like by myself trying to be quiet. I'm like, I'm like, oh, it sucked. Yeah, that game sucked. And then of course it comes to the end where bases loaded, Freddie Galvis up.
That was an intense moment,
and it's just swing and a miss. That ripped my heart out, because then I had to get on another plane. As that I was watching it at the bar, my plane was boarding. I was waiting. I was like, come on. And then we lose, and I have to sit there for an hour and just be heartbroken,
depressed. Yeah, I was very sad.
Sucks, man, it sucks.
It was at the end of my work shift, so I had to go home sad. Usually I'm happy. I was sad leaving work.
Yeah, and like I guess like we can start like from the jump. Like, dude, Bryce Harper, he deserves so much better. I don't know if anybody watching Reddit, but Tom Verducci came out, Sports Illustrated article. It's freaking awesome. Did you read it at all?
No, I wasn't able to read it at the time. I know you sent it to me. I was not able to read it, but
it's some awesome quotes. Some that Ben Simmons definitely should listen to. Like one of them, he was like, "The fans are tough. I absolutely love it. I try to give them all my all every single night. They know that. They hold you accountable for what you do, the way you act, and I love that. It's fun, man, to play the game in front of fans who really give a crap and know what's going on." Like, he just gets it.
He does. He does. Everyone cares in Philly. That's the thing. Everyone they want you to succeed. They want Bryce Harper to be really good. They as much hate as Didi's been getting, they still want Didi to be good. Like,
but with all the respect, get him the fuck off my team right now, please.
With all the disrespect, get him the fuck off the
team. Get
him
off my team.
I used to love Didi. I love Didi. He's pissing me off, man. I don't care about his elbow injury. There's no excuses. Didi has really frustrated me this past season. Had a terrible batting in the 210s, hitting 12 or 13 homers on the year.
Yep.
Get him off. Bad deal. I think I read he had 18 errors.
Yeah, no, his dude, I did make a little list of what went wrong, and one of it was defense, like quote unquote Didi, really. Didi's defense was, if he fell off a cliff. It makes no sense. We signed him, it was a good signing. Everyone in Philly seemed content about it. You get a shortstop, a nice little gap to maybe Bryson Stott, which is the goal. And he comes out this year and he falls off a cliff. He absolutely just downgrades in every aspect of his game, which it sucks to see, because you don't expect that when you sign a guy to a 2-year contract that you really did want back. Like, the fans wanted him.
Someone else that had a big he was a big defensive liability. He just got called up a couple of days ago. I didn't even see the report that he got called up. I had no idea who was in the majors until I saw him that game, first game against Atlanta. Yeah, Alec Boehm. He was someone that was really bad defensively. That dude cannot play third base. I'm sorry. He's gonna have to get moved to first, and we gotta figure something out. Boehm cannot be a third baseman in this league. He's not figuring it out at all, unless they work hard this offseason and he somehow figures it out. But right now, I don't trust Alec Boehm at third base. I like him as a hitter. I think he just had a down year. It happens to a lot of guys where their sophomore year they're down. So hopefully he's gonna figure it out next year. Just you can't forget that rookie year. I mean, the guy might have even been robbed out of a rookie of the year.
Oh, he definitely was.
Yeah, and it was debatable, but yes, he probably should have won that rookie of the year.
He comes up, right, 9th inning, Didi, below 600 against lefties OPS wise.
Mm-hmm.
Why not put Bohm in that situation? Why wait for the 9 spot when you don't know if you're going to get there? Bohm hits 797 OPS against lefties. The smart baseball play for Girardi, putting the guy that can hit better against lefties. I don't care if he hasn't been up. He's been playing baseball. He's
Right.
been on Phillies, knows how to play baseball.
So
Didi sucks against lefties.
in
And like in that
general, yeah.
situation, why bring up Bohm? He's on your bench now. You bring him up, use him. You can use him. Like in that
Yeah.
situation, then you can, if you somehow do tie the game up, put him in the 9th. It's fine. You worry about it after. But
Yeah.
that pissed me off. That made me very upset.
I was also frustrated. Didi did mash that ball, by the way, for that sac fly. It was mashed.
Yeah.
What I think was going through George Girardi's head was Didi was 7th and 9th was the pitcher spot. The only other guy available to come off the bench was Travis Janikowski, and that also would have been a lefty-lefty. So I think he was just more wanted to risk and be like, hey, Didi is a better hitter than Travis, and they kind of just let it off that. But when you look at it now, Alec Boehm didn't even get in that bat. And if Alec Boehm drove in them runs and we're tied, then who cares? We have more baseball to play after that. So I am with you on there. I do agree that Alec Boehm should have been pinch hit for Didi Gregorius, because then Freddie could have been moved to shortstop, and Alec Boehm, as much as I hate him playing at third,
you got to do it.
He can at least do it. He's not like the worst thing ever, but that is where that's kind of what they should have done. I think Joe Girardi should have made that decision. I guess it just didn't happen then.
It sucks, man. Joe G's made a lot of terrible decisions this year, and it sucks because I know this team's not good, and we all know this team isn't a good baseball team, but this baseball team had a legit shot of making the playoffs and winning an NL East crown for the first time in a decade. So it could have been a lot better. It could have ended better. We know it didn't end how we wanted, and a lot of reasons why it didn't happen. One of them is not Bryce Harper. He's gonna win the MVP, right?
I think so. In my eyes,
they
trying to take all bias out, I don't think they can give it to Tatis.
And they can't give it.
No, I don't think so either. The Padres have had the worst record in the NL since the All-Star break.
Yep.
The worst record. So I am going to not say Tatis has been playing decent since then. I'm not saying it's his fault why they lost that much, but he hasn't really helped much. He has not done much in that run. And Bryce Harper's done everything. He's done everything right. He led the team to at least being this close. They're now a better team than the Padres. They're ending off with a better record. I'm giving it to Harper, trying to take all bias out. I want it more than anything right now. We don't have playoffs. We're probably not going to get the Zach Wheeler Cy Young.
No.
So I'm depending on Bryce Harper right now. I want that MVP. It'd make me feel really, really good, honestly. But I wouldn't be surprised if they gave it to Tatis. I really would.
I know. I would hate it, but I don't think they can, just because it's Bryce Harper's had the best second half in one of the best second halves in MLB history, which is absolutely crazy. And those stats, the stats don't lie. He's 308 OPS over 1,000. He leads the league in OPS plus, and slugging. He's having one of the best second half seasons we've seen in MLB history. Without Bryce Harper, the Phillies are nothing. We win 70 games. Right?
100%.
72 games or something. So it's not that Tatis did anything wrong. It's just Bryce Harper did everything better. And I know right field defense doesn't matter much, but Tatis at short and center has not had a good defensive year.
Atrocious.
Yeah.
He's a terrible defender.
You got to give it to Harper. He really did will this Phillies team to be 4 games left and still be in playoff contention. Without him, we're done 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, a long time ago.
We're the Mets. We're the Mets if we don't have Bryce Harper. Maybe worse.
By the way, there's something that I have to say because, screw the Mets. They had the NL. They were winning the division for, I believe it was 103 days.
Yep.
103 days. They are, I believe, don't quote me, the only team to lead a division for more than 100 days and then end off being below 500.
I think it's funny because they were very hyped up to start the year, which was okay. I mean, you get Lindor, and it's a lot of cool moves. Feel good. You got the ground healthy.
Mm-hmm.
The whole entire time, I don't know about you, I was just it's still the Mets.
I was too.
I don't care about Cohen. It doesn't matter. It's still the Mets. and Mets gonna Met, and they did. It's very.
Hilarious.
I'm just happy. If it was anybody, I'd rather the Braves than the Mets
Yeah, me too. Me
and the
too.
Nationals.
The thing is, I don't even like hate the Braves, and I hate that I don't hate them.
I
They
do.
have
I hate them.
they have everyone on the team that I like. I love Ronald Acuna Jr. You
I
cannot
do too.
hate the guy. I love Freddie Freeman.
I do
He's
too.
awesome. Like
Fuck
what?
Austin Riley.
Yeah, fuck Austin Riley. I agree with that one. And what's their manager? Snicker.
Yes, Brian Snicker.
Dude, he's awesome. He's
Yeah, he's good.
awesome, man. So it's hard to I don't like him. I will say I dislike the Braves, but I don't hate the Braves. Even other like Max Fried, however you say his name, I love him. Like they just have
Max
guys
Green.
that I like.
Yeah,
Mike Soroka. I don't hate these guys. I feel like
yeah.
I'm forced to not like them.
I hate the Braves organization. That's what I hate. Yeah.
Terrible.
I mean, all right. Honestly, though, I just want to put this out there because we're giving Bryce Harper his flowers this show because he deserves so much more than to be out of the playoffs in this historic season.
Yeah.
The first left-handed hitter ever, MLB history, with 200 home runs, 100 stolen bases, and 800 walks at the age of 28.
Wow.
Ever. And I believe he's only 3 in the history to do it by the age of 28. I read it earlier. I think it's Trout and Mantle. I think that's it.
Well, is it just left-handed or is it just in
No.
general?
Well, for him, he's the first lefty to ever do it.
Okay, I got you.
And then there's a switch, so I think it's Mantle and then it's Trout.
That's awesome.
That's crazy. And then
that's generational type talent.
He's put up the one of the greatest second half numbers in 15 years, despite taking the most pitches outside of the strike zone.
Mm-hmm. He's amazing. He's done everything right. He did more than I thought this season. Honestly, coming into the year, I'm always high on Bryce Harper. I knew he's gonna have a good year. That's just who Bryce Harper is. I would not have expected him to win MVP. That is not something I called. I knew he was going to be good, very productive, be the best guy on the team, but I did not have him winning an MVP or even top 3. I'm happy that I was proven wrong. Exactly. Like, those are the things that I say. I make some pretty bold predictions, but if I'm wrong, I'm okay with it. This is something that I'm happy that I was wrong with. Imagine if Harper didn't go on a tear like he did. Well, how bad would this baseball team be? If we never,
we got to believe so much more just because of him.
And I actually, you know what? My heart would have probably only been broken one time because they wouldn't keep on coming back. Bryce Harper's the reason that a lot of things happened. The reason why a lot of guys want to come to this baseball team is Bryce Harper. He's the main thing. The reason why JT wanted to stay. Probably the reason why Andrew McCutchen first signed here is because Bryce Harper signed here. So what are you going to do, man? Bryce Harper, thank you so much for an amazing season. You did nothing wrong. It was everyone else. So whatever I say bad about this team, it is nothing about you, Harper. I know you listen to the show every week, but it's nothing about you. Nothing about you. But getting into everyone else.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
This is going to be the bad part of the show. This is going to be the part that I have been not looking forward to, but also kind of looking forward to so I can get my anger out. Starting off, pitching wise, Aaron Nola, huge disappointment. I don't think we should trade him. Only reason why I say that, I'm not saying that I want Nola on this team that bad. His trade value is at an all-time low, and probably will be the lowest that he'll ever be at. He will get better. He might not be the number 1 or 2 that we want, but he's not going to be a bottom tier 4 like he's looking like right now. So I don't think we should trade him. But pitching in general, besides Zach Wheeler and second half Ranger Suarez, man, my heart goes out to him. Other than that, this entire team struggled. Bullpen wise, the most blown saves, bad starting pitching. We didn't have a number 5 starter for the last couple months. That cannot be happening. I'm tired of sending Matt Moore out there or Chris Sanchez to start a game or Cam Bedrosian to start a game.
Hans Kraus.
Yeah, that's the debut I saw.
Yep.
Hans Kraus, that first pitch was crushed.
Was that Cole Tucker?
Cole Tucker's first homer of the year. Homer of the year.
Cranked it.
And he ended up being like 3 for 5 with a walk that game. He just destroyed us that day. Destroyed us.
But yeah, you're right. I mean, like 24th bullpen ERA in all baseball. They had the most blown saves in MLB history. Aaron Nola, one of the weirdest seasons ever. I mean, a 4.63 ERA in 180 2/3 innings, but he had the lowest walk rate of his career, but also his highest ERA since 2016. So just a very odd year for Nola, and he wasn't good by any means.
No.
He had spots in starts where he
Inconsistency.
very, and it's been inconsistent for like 2-3 years now. So like
Mhm.
it's nothing. I agree with you though. I don't know if you would trade him because I don't. First of all, you'd have to have a backup plan in getting another starter because right now next season you're gonna have Wheeler, Nola, Gibson,
Ranger.
Eflin Ranger probably. That would make the most sense. So
Yeah.
you have to get another pitcher if you want to do that. And I mean his contract's good. He has 2 more years left. I think he's getting like 15
Yeah.
million a year, something like that. It's not too
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
You're
It's not
trading him. You're trading him for what are you going to get for him? You're not going to. I don't know what you're going to get for him. I don't know if they should be looking for a trade. I'm not the biggest Aaron Nola guy. I don't think anyone is anymore.
Yeah.
But like that's just not. I guess we'll see what happens.
Right.
Alec Boehm, if you want to throw another guy out there for if we want to blame people, Alec Boehm just having a down year. I mean,
Yep.
245, 304, 342 slash line in 112 games. You're coming off a year where you arguably should have won Rookie of the Year. You were easily the best hitting rookie in all of baseball that year.
Mhm.
And then you come into this year and you don't take any steps forward at all. It's just, and you can't hit
Only
a
went
fastball.
backwards.
You're whiffing off fastballs. It's just, it sucks to see. It's kind of like, I'm not going to compare it to Bryce Harper because he was a stud when he was younger, but he did say like, in the article, in the SI article, he said he used to wait on off-speed pitches and he would let fastballs blow by him. Like he would swing through fastballs because he wasn't prepared because he would be looking for the off-speed pitch so he can like rip something. And
Mhm.
he learned to get away from that. It seemed like Boom. I don't want to say he was doing that, but he just couldn't hit the fastball well this year. So
Couldn't at all.
him being that bad really put a hamstring on us because now you got guys that shouldn't be starting because you have to send Boom down. It's just it sucks. So
Frustrating.
seeing a young I'm not losing faith in Alec Boom. That's not like I still think he'll be fine. I think he'll be a solid hitter in the MLB for us. He's going to be a guy that hits for average still, and he's going to rip homers. I mean, he has a power swing, so I'm not scared of Alec Boom. I just think he had a down year, and it really hamstringed us because
Yeah.
if we had Alec Boom, Rookie of the Year Alec Boom from last year, we're talking differently. Like we
Yeah.
are.
We're probably in playoffs right now.
We're
We're probably flipped with the Braves right now.
yeah. I mean, he didn't touch home plate, but he did. So
You did.
he did.
You
touch
did.
home.
All right. It's fine. It's fine. He touched home plate. No.
But
But
I guess going up Boom to the defense.
the defense was atrocious.
Last in defensive run saved in all the MLB, and it's kind of the same story every year. Though we've been bad defensively for God knows how, and count it as many times as you want.
Terrible. And that's something that it's a really important part of the game. It is in every sport. You can't just be offensive. It's not going to work. You need to have at least average defense. If you want to be really good offensively, fine. You can focus on that. Just be average. Get the job done. Make the easy plays. We're not asking to come out here and make these insane plays. Come out here, field the ground ball, throw it to first base.
Fundamentals.
Nick Sirianni. You sound like Nick Sirianni right now. That man was fundamentals. Attack. Oh my God. That guy. Sorry, that was like a trigger word for me right there. That was bad. But yeah, defense has got to be figured out. Pitching. It's crazy what we have to say. This team is not a good team. I'm sorry.
It sucks.
The reason why we are even this close is because of our division. That's why. Mm-hmm. Nationals are a really bad team. Marlins are a bad team. The Mets, bad team. And the Braves, honestly, are not that good. The Braves in any other division, the fact that we're this close with them, they wouldn't be anything in any other division. No one in this division would. Just like how the NFC East was last year and even this year. Even this year now. So that's kind of where we are with the Phillies. Pitching needs help. Defense needs help. The inconsistency hitting. We have these times where we go and get 7 runs, and the next game we get shut out. Or like the first game of the Pirates series, we scored 12 runs. We won 12-6. Last game we got shut out 5-0. Don't know what happened. Something else. Gaining momentum. These momentum hits that are happening. A walk-off win. You should be gaining momentum in the next game. This didn't happen at all this season. After a walk-off, we wouldn't win games. That should be the time where it's like, all right, you know what? This happened. Let's get hyped for tomorrow. And then they'd blow it. Nothing would happen. That's something you need to turn around.
I can't believe we won 8 straight games. I can't believe that ever happened.
I can't believe we got swept by the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, no, see, like that's the thing. Like, there's
Say we won them 3 games.
yeah, you think about those games that you're right there for the taking. I know baseball's weird, and you don't always win every night, but when you're playing the Diamondbacks 3 times, you should
4. Was oh no, it
you
was 3. It was 3. It was 3.
yeah,
You're right.
you
You're right.
should beat them at least twice, and if you beat them twice, 2.5 back right now, or a different conversation. There's just a lot of games. It's the Rockies game that we went to. We went to a Rockies game. It was 2-1, 2 strikes. Ian Kennedy throws a fastball in the strike zone on an 0-2 count, and Sam Hilliard fucking sends it to the moon, and then we lose that game. Like there's just it sucks that there's you think back at all these moments and it's like damn, like we could have done it. And I don't even think in the playoffs we'd be like I think we might get steamrolled in the playoffs. We like in a it's a 5-game series. You might lose 3-1.
Yeah.
I want to play.
I'd be okay with that.
I want that energy.
That's it. Dude, there was energy on Sunday, the last home game. Dude, there was over 30,000 fans there.
Rocking.
It was nuts. It was rocking, dude. It was loud. Every play that we'd make, it was loud. The end of an inning, like, and that wasn't even how it would be in October. It'd be even more than that, and it was nuts. It was nuts, man. The seats were filled.
Yeah,
we're
starved. It sucks.
Yeah, it does suck.
We're the product of a bad division, but it really felt like we could have won this division. And like that's what sucks the most. And we never thought we were a good team. We knew we had so many flaws, but it's just like if we just gotta ride momentum. We just gotta win a few games. Gotta go on a run. Gotta go on a run. Gotta get hot. We went hot for a little bit, 8 straight games, and then that was about it.
That's
very inconsistent.
That's really about it. I think that's kind of going to be our season overview for this year, though. So a lot to work on. Bryce Harper doing his thing, but it sucks. You know, at least we have football, which was looking bad.
I think, honestly, not great though.
Not great. But I'm already ready for next year for the Phillies. I'm gonna miss baseball so much. I'm gonna watch these last 4 games. I'm gonna watch the last game of this season. You know, we'll announce it right now. We have a very, very special guest hopping on the show on Sunday. We had him on before. Right after the last game of the season, it's going to be a post-game show. So we don't have a set time. The game's on at 3:10 against Miami. Right after the show ends.
And then you guys can watch, the Birds, of course. Yes, we're not going to hop on the middle of a Birds game. It's not going to happen.
Right, exactly. So right after the show, hop on. We're going to hop on. We have Jack Fritz from 94.1 WIP hopping on the show again. We had him before, an amazing guest, totally awesome, but he will be on again this Sunday for the Phillies post-game show. Going to get his thoughts on the entire Phillies season, his season overview, what he's really thinking. I'm guessing he's not in a very good mood right now, probably.
It's gonna be tough, but it'll be fun to have him back on, and we can really get all his thoughts about what we're wrong too. It'll be good. It'll be a good show. I'll see his thoughts.
It's gonna be great.
You got any other why we suck this year? That's what I put in my notes. I wrote why we sucked, and I just put a list.
Oh, there was a lot, man. Just total inconsistency is on offense sucked. Bad pitching, bad defense. JT Mamuto really pissed me off this year, but he
was
mine up towards the end.
That was mine next. There was Hoskins getting injured because that obviously sucked. He was such a key part of that lineup, especially plugging in that 4 spot or whatever you want to put him. And then JT not coming in the clutch, which sucked. I mean, like so many at bats where runners in scoring position, he could have done something for us, and it just seemed like he never could get it going. Him not being clutch with runners in scoring position really, really hurt us this year. And that
are we gonna say he's no longer the best catcher in baseball?
He's not.
We know who's first, right?
I would like to hear what you think.
He is leading the league in home runs and leading the league in RBIs. Salvador Perez is an absolute stud.
Yeah, which is all right. So the weird thing is JT and Salvy's numbers match up like pretty well. Like they correlate very evenly until you get the home runs and RBIs, and then it just fucking skyrockets. So JT was fine this year, but he could have.
He did okay.
He could have been a lot better, especially for a guy coming into the biggest catching contract we've seen.
Yes. The thing is that I think we might have overrated him a little bit. I think we expected too much out of a catcher. You're not going to get Salvador Perez type numbers. You
No, that
know,
didn't happen.
he now has the most home runs of a catcher of all time.
Yeah,
No
it
one's
never happened.
that more. The fact that he had more home runs than Mike Piazza just blows my mind. So that's whatever. I think he is the outlier. Other than that, though, he put up numbers that was still some of the best numbers out of a catcher this year.
Yeah. No, JT was fine, but he
didn't produce at what we
didn't
wanted or
produce
what we
in the
thought.
clutch. His runners to score position
Yes.
was just so frustrating. He swung at pitches that were just way out of the zone. It was a frustrating year for JT. A lot of balls I shouldn't have went past him that wouldn't have went past him last year went past him, and just stuff like that.
Yeah, I agree.
It's gonna be nice not to have Nat back up next year. Rafael Marcan. I hope.
Yeah, Nap's not gonna be on this team anymore, right? I know that Joe Girardi loves him. Joe Girardi talks about Nap like he's like our Lord and Savior. I don't really know why. Something I get it that he might be able to call a good game, but I don't want a guy coming in that's batting as well as a pitcher to be hitting every night.
No, neither do I.
And I think Marchand would be he is an amazing backup and a future really good catcher in this league.
I think you will be too, which is
really good.
Very cool to have. All right, so I got something to ask you. So
let me hear.
I've seen a few Twitter comments on the timeline about the thought of trading Bryce and Wheeler for a package of, young guys and prospects and like getting a haul for them. I've seen a few people mention that.
You say Bryce or Bryson?
Bryce and Wheeler. I've seen like 3 people on Philly's Twitter comment that, like, like we should trade them. Like
they think we should throw it all away.
It's so dumb. Why would we want to rebuild? I just kind of want to harp on that because like that would not, like, if anyone is thinking that, like, trade Harper, trade Wheeler, don't. Why would we want to rebuild again? Why would we want to do that?
I also have seen that. I don't think it's time to throw this team away. I don't think we're that bad. I think we can only grow.
You have Wheels under contract for 4 more. You got Harper for
10.
10. Like, you're not doing that.
No, I don't think it's time to blow the team up. This team is not that old. I know we don't have a good farm system, and that's what people are worried about is we don't have a good farm system. And if we can't win now, they don't think that we can get much better in the future. We can make some signings. Hopefully, we just signed a new athletic director, I believe it was, or president of it's something weird that we signed. We signed someone new. Hopefully, he can help develop the guys better, because that's really what we're going to start to need. But when you look at other guys, we had really good depth guys, and that's the reason why we really stayed in was the next man up mentality. Think of times where, remember early in the season when Nick Maton got called up, he had some key at bats and won us some baseball games. Luke Williams came up clutch a couple times. Matt Vierling came up really clutch recently. Matt Vierling that man hits the ball hard as hell. It's insane how hard he hits it. We have guys that just step up and they do their job, and that's because of development. I know that we're not making stars, but we're making quality guys that can help. And Dombrowski is someone that's going to go out there and he's going to go get free agents. He's going to make trades. This team can still win in the future. It's definitely not time to blow it up. I don't think that's smart. If anyone has any compelling arguments, you're welcome to join the show and tell me different, but I don't think there's any way you can do that. This team, it's not time to blow it up yet. We're only going to get better.
I think it's going to be hard for them to build a like actually good bullpen. Like they might be able to get like a competent one, like an average one, but I don't know how long it's going to take, if it's going to be this offseason, for them to build an actually good bullpen, which is a scary part. But besides that, like we're going to be able to get guys that we can plug in this lineup, hopefully. Like I really hope so. So
well, you know who's coming back from injury, I guess next year now. They're not going to waste him now. But in the bullpen is Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Yeah.
That's already another arm, a good arm.
There's someone to add. Yeah. So I'm excited for the off season. I'm excited for your meetings. I'm excited I'm ready to get going in the next season, which is sad. But
I think Dombrowski's ready.
No Phils in the playoffs.
That's all right.
Who are you rooting for?
So I don't know if I really root for another team. I think I'm really just going to be sitting back and just enjoying the games.
Who would you like? If you had to pick one AL team, one NL team that you were like, I would not care at all if they won, like that'd be pretty cool. Like, who would you pick?
The team that I want to win the most is if the Mariners can make it into the playoffs
Okay.
and if they can do something. I don't think it will. I think they could make the playoffs. They're only half a game back
Yeah,
right now.
they're
So
cooking.
I believe they can make the playoffs. Are they going to go far into it? No. JP Crawford's over there, who I still love dearly. I love JP Crawford. But yeah, in the AL, I would love the Mariners to do something. It's an amazing story. No one ever saw the Mariners being this good. And in the NL, can't pick the Braves. I
Pick the
can't.
right. You know you're gonna pick.
Let me go through. So I can't pick the Braves. I can't pick the Dodgers. There's no shot. The Brewers are there. The Cardinals. Who's the one team I'm missing?
Come on, follow your heart. Come on.
Who's the one team I'm missing? Oh, it's the Central leader. Oh, no, that's the.
Gabe.
Huh?
Gabe.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's who I want. Oh,
Yes.
I am rooting for a team.
Go
I'm
Giants.
rooting for the Giants, man.
Aaron
I forgot
Ruff.
about Gabe.
Aaron Ruff. Gabe.
Yeah.
Come on.
Wow,
That's our
I
team.
forgot about the best team in baseball.
Best
That's
team in
embarrassing. That's embarrassing. I
You
forgot
said,
about the best
you
team in
said the
baseball.
Dodgers, and I was like, "You're getting there. You're getting there."
I thought of that.
If I got to root for one AL, one NL, I'm rooting for the Giants. Like if Gabe Kapler wins a fucking World Series, I wouldn't mind that at all. I don't care. Like we
I'm not
fired.
gonna be mad. Hey, I rooted for Andy Reid to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I rooted for that. I'm gonna root for Gabe Kapler.
and I think in the AL, the White Sox would be pretty cool. Because I like everyone on their team. I like Jimenez, like Tim is a beast. Lance Lynn.
I love Liam Hendricks.
Yeah, and I think the celebration from La Russa would be hilarious because that man likes to drink. So that'd be pretty funny.
Talking about playoff teams, did you see what happened to Devin Williams from the Brewers?
Yeah,
so Devin Williams, they clinched their spot and they saw they were going to the playoffs. Devin Williams had a few too many drinks, and he punched a wall
in celebration.
Punched a wall and hurt his wrist. Requires surgery, and he's out for all the playoffs. That's huge. That is huge. And that is a really good reliever.
Could you imagine you just like punch a wall and you're like, fuck, now I'm done the year? That sucks.
Stupid. That was stupid. I get you were hype. You might have had a few too many.
You were winning the division for how long now? You already knew you were gonna win the division. Like just because you clinch, like you have nothing to celebrate about yet.
Right.
You have bigger cry.
So what are your predictions then for these playoffs? We're gonna have the Braves versus Brewers. I think the Brewers are gonna take care of business.
Yeah, looking at the picture now, I think Brewers beat the Braves. I know the Cardinals are red hot, but I would take Cardinals over the Dodgers over the Cardinals.
Almost got me.
No, I'm gonna take the Dodgers because then Dodgers Giants would be sick.
That would be sick.
That would be awesome, and I would take the Giants. I think they're just. It feels like I don't know, man. They won it, and these guys that don't usually hit and haven't been good for a while are all raking. Their OPS is like Evan Longoria's up there, like Buster Posey's up there. Like you got guys that are just like hitting, and they've been doing consistently all year. So I'm Giants team of destiny. Like, and if it's Giants Brewers in the NLCS, that'd be awesome. But I'm gonna take the Giants.
I would too. It's hard, man.
AL-wise, if the Yankees do somehow get past the Red Sox, they are fucking raking. So that'd be interesting against the Rays.
That would be, dude. That Rays team is good too. The Rays and Giants are very similar. When you look at them, don't have a lot of big names over on the team. I mean, obviously the Giants now have KB, which is a big name, but not a lot of big name guys. Just really well managed. Kevin Cash, best manager in the league, I think, without a doubt. Great manager over there in Tampa Bay. Very similar teams. I think that'd be a pretty. Thing is, in a World Series, I want to see some big names. I would like to see even the Dodgers and see, even though Bellinger had a bad year, like Bellinger, Mookie, Max Scherzer, Trey Turner. You know what I mean? But if it's the Rays versus Giants, that's not a lot of big names, man. I'll just see G-Man Choi. And by the way, this is something I never told you before. So on the Rays, you know who Joey Wendell is?
Yep.
Joey Wendell, the third baseman.
Yeah.
My principal or dean of student, whatever he was like a principal of my school. His name is Andrew Wendell. That is Joey Wendell's brother. Is the principal of my high school that has
Are you
graduated
serious?
last year. Every year, Joey Wendell would visit us for the
No
past couple of
freaking
years.
way.
I've met Joey Wendell like 3 or 4 times now. Awesome dude, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, man. It's pretty cool. But yeah, that's his brother.
Dude, that's pretty awesome. That's like
Right?
small world.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was talking to him, and he's like his best friend because he used to be on the Athletics. Like his best friend, I forget, or I think it was Mark Canna.
Yeah,
Them
Mark
two, he
Canna,
was
huh?
he was like in his wedding and everything. I was like, that is so nuts.
So
Like,
cool.
right? It's awesome. It's awesome.
Damn.
Yeah, I figured
Yeah,
I'd share that to everyone else too. Yeah,
it's
it's pretty
actually
cool.
wild.
Yeah, it's awesome. But yeah, I think that could be the World Series matchup right there. Is them two teams.
I think that'll be awesome.
So too.
I also think we are sponsored. The
We are.
DSM Media is sponsored.
We are.
Who are we sponsored by?
Who are we sponsored by?
Yeah, who is it?
Uh, pretty sure that your balls will thank you.
Manscaped. All right.
Manscaped it is.
Well, DSM Media is brought to you by Manscaped. First ad read ever, by the way. So wish me luck going in. Manscaped, the best in men's below the waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision engineered tools for your family jewels. They just launched their 4th generation trimmer, the Lawnmower 4.0. That's right, 4.0. Join over 2 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping with code DSM at manscaped.com.
DSM baby.
Did they send you your care package?
They did. That package was awesome, man.
It's
Package was awesome.
freaking sick.
Comes with a lot.
He got a nice T-shirt and all. It was
Yeah.
I like it. So
Yeah.
Manscaped engineered the ultimate groin and body trimmer by focusing on intelligent functionality and an incredibly comfortable grooming experience. Their 4th generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. This upgraded trimmer includes a multifunctional on and off switch that can engage travel lock. It also gives you a ability to turn the 4000K LED spotlight on and off when you need more precise shave. And did I mention the wireless charging? The new wireless charging system uses electromatic induction, which can help battery length that lasts longer. Get 20% off and free shipping with code DSM at manscaped.com. 20% off, free shipping, manscaped.com, code DSM. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. Your balls will thank you.
You can't beat it, man.
You can't.
20% off, free shipping worldwide. Dude, that Lawnmower 4.0, man.
And Manscaped is friggin' awesome.
Manscaped is awesome, man.
Yeah,
You get a nice package. It's real nice. You get a lot of the good stuff. So make sure you use code DSM for 20% off and free shipping.
Your balls thank you.
Your balls will thank you. Your balls will thank you.
Well, next Sunday, on Sunday, we got Jack Fritz coming on.
You do.
We'll probably do a show Thursday as well.
Yeah.
Get ready for, postseason, talk a little more about everything. We'll have a press conferences coming out, so we'll get a lot of good comments and hear, Bryce talk, Girardi. Don't like hearing Girardi talk usually, but it'll be interesting to hear, of course. End of the year look.
Of course.
I guess one more thing, do you think Girardi's back?
I think he will, and I also would say that I want him back. I don't think you throw him away after this year. Girardi is, as much as we judge him, he's still what he's done. I know he won the 2009 World Series, and yes, he had one of the best rosters of all time, but that's still a World Series winning coach. He made a little bit of bad decisions this year, but he's saved us a lot too this year. He's made a lot of good decisions that you're not going to hear because managers are supposed to do that, and you're not going to hear that from them. He played with what he had. He had not a lot to work with.
No,
he had to deal with Ian Kennedy and these guys.
Girardi apologist. Do you like Girardi?
I like Girardi.
Yeah, I would say
I'm down on him less than I used to be a huge Girardi guy, but I'm down on him a little bit. But I still want him back.
Okay, I would agree. I want him back. I think he's a bad manager. But
why do you want him back?
I don't think there's anyone out there that you're
Let's
really
get Buck Showalter.
Yeah, exactly. I don't see anyone out there that you're gonna grab that's gonna make more of a difference for you. I think Girardi coming back for another year is fine. You have same management. It just feels better for Bryce and all. You don't want to fire Joe Girardi. That would I don't know if that's gonna cause a rift or anything.
Yeah.
You're gonna give him another year. If if the same thing happens as this year, then you negotiate. You think
You can
about
fire him mid-season if you want next year,
Yeah,
but give him
you
another
have to
shot.
you have to bring it back. You can't
Yeah.
go after anyone else. There's no one out there that's worth going after.
I agree.
So yeah, it's tough, man. Tonight could end this Philly season if they somehow pull it
Officially.
off. If somehow pull it off, we have hope. But Atlanta meets the Mets for the final three, so that's always tough because the Mets suck.
Yeah, what are you gonna do, man?
What are you
But they
gonna
like to play spoiler. They
Yeah,
do.
maybe they're gonna play spoiler. Hey,
They might.
not over till it's over. That's all I'm saying.
Go Mets.
Go Mets. Thank you guys for joining another episode of Diamond Talk. Next Sunday, Jack Fritz. We wish
Post-game show.
Yeah, we wish we were more cheery, but we'll have more to talk about on Sunday too. We'll get his thoughts. It'll be a good show. Thanks for joining, and as always, go Phillies.
Go Phils.
I actually forgot to click the outro. I'm so sorry, but
Go Phils again.
go Phils, baby.